Alrighty, what is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. And with that being said, get into some TA. All right, guys, so it is going to be an early video. It's currently only 10:55 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We normally put these out, after close or right, before the close. Today's video is going to be early. Why? We have the weekly update coming out tomorrow. And, with how things are going, I have a pretty clear picture of how things are going to shape up here. All right. Well, we got two ways they're going to shape up. One is you're going to come down into this golden pocket. You're going to print a 15-minute bullish divergence there on the 15-minute RSI. And we bounce back from there. All right. The other is you sink right underneath 436.80 over here. And we're coming back down here and we're undercutting this low. All right. And all of the bears who are telling you, oh, the market crash. Oh, well, you know what? In the end, they might be right. That's that. All right. We never know what's going to happen. Moving forward, the best we could do is use our context clues and, make some educated guesses there. But again, guys, we don't know what happens until it happens. And what we do know right now is this thing is in a downtrend until that clearly turns around. Then there's no reason to even be looking at, longing right now. I think it's definitely a move to just wait till the golden pocket gets tested. Resistance 452.06, 454.37, 458.40. All right. But in the end, golden pocket will be tested. That's that. Buy. You got the same thing going on over here. And, just to be blatantly clear here, QQ guys can come down to 440. All right. 440 to 445. That is what I'm going to be looking over here. Let's look at it this way. This is how I'm thinking about it. This thing is probably, not probably, it's going to hit this. It's going to act as a magnet, 447 down there. If that gets dragged down SPY at that point, you're going to be pretty close to this gap fill over here at 535.73. Well, at that point, you're within like, what, 0.8%? Yeah, you're within 1% of hitting this golden pocket, this 0.618 fib. So you probably are going to test that. And that's why I say QQ can, go lower than that 447.618 fib, can go down to 440. And if SPY gets down here, and at that point, we will have the perfect storm for that bounce. I, didn't think things would be coming all the way up here just to pull all the way back to the golden pocket. But hey, all right, it is what it is. And that does look like how things are shaping up here. All right, support 542.28. Underneath there, guys, we have nothing until 535.73. All right, that is your gap fill. And then 531.59 under there. All right, I'm actually just going to come over to NQ, guys. Guys, this thing will, at some point, clearly turn around. We have 15-minute RSIs being oversold. All right, they're heavily oversold. You are very likely going to see this take place. All right, and when that happens, this is going to bounce up and then create a higher low over here. And then you have a bullish divergence. All right, from that point on, you will have that going on. And that just means, hey, all right, momentum downside is waning. It's running out. You're probably about to witness a bounce. But right now, we don't have that. We just have the 15-minute RSI being oversold. This QQ is right above that 0.618 fib here from the whole, major rally we just had. Insane move we just had. The face ripper. Well, we are now retracing that whole move. All right, so look for the bullish divergences to pop up. We have 15-minute RSIs being oversold on SPY and QQQ. All right, but over on NQ, I'll just point out how I have been playing this. And, I made a mistake literally right over here, and I just had to walk away now. Well, we'll see if something shapes up here. But, guys, I don't like going short, but I was having a freaking party today until, one long decided to take away all my gains there, right? We're up about 200 right here, and boom. All right, then you have this thing, and I had to sell for like an $800 loss. It was okay, all right? So all gains wiped on the day. It's fine. Regardless, guys, what this has showed me is how to just go along with the trend, all right? Trading futures have really just helped me. I don't like shorting, but, I definitely will say it's about 50-50 now. You have a downtrend, you wait for your pullbacks to your short-term moving average, and that would be your entry. All right, just like here. And then you caught this big old move. Yes, for the time being, maybe you're going to be a little in the red, but in the end, this is exactly how I have been catching a lot of these moves over here on NQ and MNQ. All right, when I'm uncertain, you scale down to MNQ. Well, what was I doing? All right. The whole freaking time I'm only trading with like 5 MNQ, you know, anywhere from, well, we'll say 3 to 6. And then what happens? All right. You hit it with right here, and your boy just takes on 1 NQ. And boy, oh boy, dude. Boy, oh freaking boy. I didn't like it. This is the clear as day sign I was talking about. I was literally just talking about we're going to get that sign that things will turn around. It's right here, right now. All right. So on this bounce, guys, expect you to get a, you know, lower high over here, and then expect us to go back down to this 0.618 fib over there. You have no reason to expect that we are putting in a major bottom right here when the thing has gotten so close to this 0.618 fib, guys. We know that thing acts as a magnet. We know if the opposing side is going to step in, that is where it happens. It doesn't happen right above it. It happens at it. All right. So that's what we're looking for. Boom. All right. And you know, guys, I'm not always going to be spot on, but you know, I flip bearish sometimes, and when I see some things, I'm like, hey, all right, we probably are going to get some further downside. We had a pretty ugly day yesterday, all right, and the day before, all right. It was looking so butt ugly, and until you can get over this daily 9 EMA, I'm not going to be, you know, that permabull. I'm just not going to be that guy, all right? But, you know, sometimes it will be that guy, and then we're in bull mode. But I'll tell you right now, bull mode over here on Amazon, that hurt me today. All right. Am I glad I took all profits on Tesla? Yeah. All right. So, you know, I'm happy about it. It's fine. It's fine. But, you know, boy, oh boy, you expect you go from down 1% on NQ in the morning. The non-farm payroll numbers get dropped. You're now up like 0.10%. And now we're down 2.3%. What? I mean, right now we're down 1.9, but we were down, you know, almost there. What? Craziness. All right. Craziness. But, you know, I'm seeing this thing down in pre-market. I see it open up here. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's time for it to go. It's ready. It's not ready, guys. It's not ready. We can't be permabulls just yet. But I do say buying with time, guys, is a setup that is very likely going to explode once the market starts going back up. All right. But, you know, for the short term here, unfortunately, the whole market is deciding to sell. And, you know, this thing isn't selling off so massively with it. Like you could see QQQ down there, Amazon up here. I like it. All right. Apple, you know, looking uglier. Goog looking uglier. Microsoft looking uglier. Meta looking uglier. You got Amazon literally just holding on. And you actually did, you know, you made this little hourly higher high over here. So hold this low, and things still won't look so bad. Regardless, guys, it's not the time yet to be permabull, and that's that. That is what I want to be clear on. But I will reiterate what I said in the previous video, all right? Or it was 2 videos ago. Goog, all right? It was Amazon, Tesla, and Goog. Those are the top watches going into this week. Oh, so it wasn't even in 2 videos ago. It was the weekly update, all right? Top 3 watches going into this week were that. All right, it was Tesla, then Amazon, then Goog. Well, why is Goog? Because this one is the one that's already, like, it's pretty much oversold already. If you come down to 152.77, it's probably going to bottom out around that. I think this is a great buy with time over here. All right, if you like buying them fallen knives, all right, guess what? Daily RSI, you've been able to just buy them fallen knives with some time, and you're going to catch that $5 to $10 bounce. You're going to get some sweet coin, and most of the time, you're going to catch a much larger bounce, and you get some really sweet coin. All right, so that's why Goog was, you know, this was a candidate over here. All right, of course, we saw Tesla, you know, do its thing. It, you know, hit all my TPs there. But yeah, Goog here, this is going to be the one that's, you know, showing the most weakness right now, which means, hey, we could get that capitulation style bottom. That's typically what we see with the thing showing the weakness. But I'm going to say buy that weakness. I'm going to say it's not the worst idea. No financial advice, of course, on this channel. But yeah, all right. Now we're going to come back over here. All right. SPY, guys, underneath 542.28, just look for 535.73, and then under there, 531.59. I know we're getting buyers here, but again, keep in mind what I just said. Look for a lower high, maybe over here at 547.10. That would kind of be picture perfect. All right. Things aren't always going to be picture perfect, but, you know, a lot of times, at least within my system, just going off of support and resistance, and then, you know, using your golden pocket and your short-term moving average. A lot of times things actually are picture perfect. So there is that. So, hey, let's get it popping. Let's see what happens here. All right. Look for a lower high over here at 547.10 or 549. One or the other. that's where we're looking. And, you're rejecting your 15-minute 9 EMA right there. That is something you are going to need to reclaim. But again, guys, all right, if you are scalping the Futes NQ, all right, 2-minute 9, 2-minute 9 EMA, that is going to be giving you your, your reversion to the mean entries, which are probably going to be the best entries you get along these trends. That's that. But I'm going to point out over here, things really were looking really good this morning. All right, you filled this fair value gap we were paying attention to before, and I was, I told the Discord this morning, you're either putting in your major bottom right here, or you're going to come down here to the golden pocket and you're going to do it there. It really did look like it was going to be over here, considering we had a hammer candlestick with the wick, the lower wick, just tapping the bottom of that FVG. That is not how that decided to go, though. It did not. All right, and you end up completely breaking down there. And now we're so close to this that, yeah, I think that is likely. So, I will not change my tune until these golden pockets are hit. That is that. All right. VIX, guys, what happened today? All right. Guys, I don't know when these things are really going to be, respecting what I watch, but I could definitely call them out every single time. All right. Point this one out. I'll actually read what I said over here. This is a funny one. At some point, we'll break down from the zone, and that 15-minute RSI being oversold won't matter. But I'm not sure if that time is now, so I'll point it out. 15-minute RSI is oversold, and price is back at the bottom of the range. And there she goes. All right, guys. Again, sometimes things are picture perfect, and eventually this zone is not going to matter. But at the current point in time, I pointed out the other day, all right, 9 EMA, 9 EMA, 9 EMA, 9 EMA. That's where you get your pullbacks to. So I was not surprised to get a pullback over here, ladies and gents. All right. Now we've gotten our pullback. Honestly, VIX is kind of looking not so bad at all. All right. We're going to have to see how the daily candles close today. We will cover all this in the weekly update tomorrow. But holy sweet baby Jesus. All right. Is VIX heating up here for the indices to go lower? Probably. I'm not talking about, the low being undercut over here. I'm probably saying over here is going to be tested. All right. I'm probably saying over here is going to be tested. Okay. IWM, how are we looking over there? What happened? You broke down over here. So I'm saying probably over here is going to be tested. 2 of 650. That's what we're paying attention to over on IWM. No need to complicate things. All right. You're holding on in the zone for a little while. You've now completely given that up. All right. So we're looking for a price to come back down here. All right. You clearly see your rejection. All right. You did not get acceptance back into that zone. That is not a good look. Coming over here to DIA now. What do we got going on? All right. I'm not saying this one's going to get to the golden pocket because I don't think that's going to be the case. I really do not. But it is there. All right. 397. It is there. What I would be paying attention to over here on DIA, it's going to be that gap fill right there. We'll make that a green level. All right, I'm going to actually take off that. We'll take off that. We're watching right there. All right, so underneath 406.02, you really don't have much until you come all the way down here to 488. Underneath 488 gap fill, we have the golden pocket that starts over here at 397. Boom. Take that off and put that there. All right, so, I don't want to take up too much of your time in this video. I just want to point out how I think things are shaping up, and I think they're probably going to continue shaping up this manner today. After VIX did this, I think it's probably not going to pull back and put in a doji candlestick. I think it's probably going to close out with this hammer, which means, indices, and I pointed out, QQ is like so close to that 0.618 fib, 447 is probably going to be tested. I don't know why it would recover today, just to go back down next week. I don't know. So we'll see how things shape up. But honestly, guys, if things close out with these wide-bodied red bars like they have, we're probably going lower after today's close as well. So that's why, there's no reason to wait to release this video later. My thoughts are going to stay the exact same. And people who actually utilize this information with their trading, I think you're definitely going to find these videos beneficial, all right? And, a lot of people, they're not there for that, all right? They're just here for, oh, I'm bag holding. I'm holding on to a position to make me feel better, all right? Show me it's going in my direction. And then when your boy doesn't show it, they get angry. That's like probably you know, 0.1% of the audience there. But for the rest of everyone else, I do think these videos are going to be very beneficial to you. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I will just give a quick little rundown over here of the main stocks over here, the Fang stocks. Apple guys support is going to be 217.48 and 213.50, and then you have 210, the 0.618 fib at 210. Resistance 221.78, 223.90, which you stalled out at so far. Which also, like I pointed out yesterday, you have that daily 9 here, right? This is where, you know, you don't necessarily just rebound above these things. You dance around them, and you need acceptance over it, and you're not getting it. Above there, you have 227.48, but that's not important right now. Amazon, like I said, guys, this thing is definitely the prime candidate to go. I thought it was going to pull a Tessie. It didn't pull a Tessie, all right? So I hope, and I'm glad if you did, that you made a crap ton with me off of Tesla. Not a crap ton, but I hope you made a crap ton. I hope you made tens of thousands, all right? Your boy didn't make tens of thousands, but it was chill, all right? I do think this is definitely the setup to be paying attention to when things decide to start turning around, though. So that's that. Just my opinion. October calls, I think, are favorable over here. Goog, I shared my opinion over there before. 152.77. You come down to it, probably is going to have a major low around there. And, you know, if we're going to come down to the weekly time frame, you can actually just see right here, you know, not a bad spot to be putting in that major low. And you're getting a full-on reset over here on the weekly RSI as well. You know, on all of these corrections, you didn't even come that low. All right, so we'll see how this goes. But you're coming into, you know, a perfect storm down here. Boom. Meta, how you looking over here, guys? All right, rejected again from our supply zone up there. And your daily 9. Again, you just, you know, you're not looking good, guys. You're not getting acceptance into these places that you need to. All right, rejected 523.86. Resistance going to be 514.95 and 510. Underneath 510, we have 502.56. And yeah, 492.39. It's kind of just that 50% mark. You know, I don't even want to draw a golden pocket over here, but it is going to be that. That would be all the way down there. I don't think that's going to be the case, but boy, would that shake up the market? Yes, it would. All right, and the market likes to shake everyone up. Microsoft, I still don't think it's looking bad. I really don't. You have this. Never mind. You broke your bullish divergence going on over here. We're going to take off extended hours. What I will point out is you're still in this parallel channel here. You got the golden pocket right below. Level of interest is 397.47. If you can't hold 394, you're probably revisiting the low over here, which is 385.58. All right, so, you know, that is some money, whether you're saving it because you're cutting some losses and saving it because you're going to relong down there, or you're shorting it. All right, that is a move for you. 2% if 394 is broken. Tesla, guys, all right, she is the star today with a big fat give back day. All right, increasing volume yesterday. You did get it. Buyers, you know, having their way today. Wasn't looking so bad. You reached 235. I think it was in pre-market you reached 235. You almost reached 235. It was 234.50. Regardless, guys, if you have a big fat bearish engulfing candlestick on the day, if you somehow get, you know, volume that's comparable to that on today, guys, we probably are going lower, and Tesla just pulled the full-on fakie. But yeah, all right, I do think, you know, it is probable that you come down to right here. All right, 214.89. And if we're just to take the whole golden pocket over here, you know, guys, all right, it happens to align right with 214.89. So we'll see what happens there, but things are looking pretty butt ugly over on Tessie. And, you know, if it was going to do that, it's not going to throw one of these guys in there. So just sharing my thoughts. All right, guys, so that is pretty much it. You got in a video over here. It is in the golden pocket. All right. You have your 4-hour RSI already in oversold territory. You had Avgo. They had the double beat as well, just like NVIDIA, and they sold. All right, guys, the market is getting sick of chips, but we definitely are getting some chip discounts. But again, guys, I don't think things are turning around just yet. So, you know, I think you're too soon. But did we start getting that dead cat bounce that we were talking about? Yeah, heck yeah, we did. And I do think, you know, I think this thing's going to get a little higher up here. and then go back down. Then you have a 15-minute bullish diverge going on there, if that presents itself. And that is what I will be, looking forward to. But right now, guys, I think we're going lower. All right, so that is the video. We pointed out TLT the other day on this breakout over here. You did end up hitting 157, like we said, was likely. Above here, guys, you really have nothing until you come all the way up here to 104. Kind of crazy things over there. All right, 103, really. You have absolutely nothing in between here and here. Absolutely nothing. So that is definitely something for you to put on your radar. If you would like pullbacks or buying opportunities over here on TLT, and boom. All right, other than that, guys, I will catch y'all in the next one. We are literally getting a full-on reset. Everything's, pulling back here. ARM underneath 118.50, 108.69. MU, all right, 84.91. We said, as of this candlestick right there, we said that was likely. Now you're going to have the daily bullish divergence going on there. TSM, how are we looking over here? Looks like you're coming down into your golden pocket if you go a little further down. All right, support is going to be 154.52. Underneath there, you're just coming down into 150, golden pocket style. SMCI looking pretty ugly. You're underneath that 395.18 low right there. All right, it's looking like you want to burn through that divergence. We'll see how that goes. But again, 357, that's where the buy zone starts. AMD, how are we looking over here? You are just in your golden pocket. But, guys, if you give up 130, we're coming all the way down here to 121.83, and that's a big boy move right there. All right, you're getting one heck of a fade today on AMD. All right, Avgo, we already know that started fading in the after hours. Daily RSI is getting down to oversold territory where it typically starts bouncing back from. Right over here, if we watch the 4-hour RSI over here on Avgo, you're already in oversold territory. You're right here at the 0.786 fib. I am just going to say, I don't think this holds, because I think the overall market is going to be going a little bit lower. And if it goes a little bit lower, Avgo's probably going to lose this right here. And it's probably revisiting this low over here, 128.50. All right, so that is what I have for you today. We just got our second little rug pull over here on QQQ. Not our second little rug pull, but again, guys, you can't get above where you need to get above. And you got to start flipping these short-term, moving averages, guys. Watch for the 2-minute, then I watch the 5-minute, then the 15. And, it really, I don't watch them on QQ. I watch them over here on NQ. But, this thing wants to go lower. And I will resolve this video with that. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Maybe it didn't turn out to be the shortest video. It's a 22-minute video. We will talk about things tomorrow in more detail. I will cover more charts, and I'm going to scan through my list of tickers, and I will put together 10 to 20 trade ideas for us going into next week. Today is going to be the last day to take advantage of the 50% off lifetime code TESLA, TSLA. Link is down below if you would like to take advantage of that, but that will be ending tonight at midnight. So there's that. Go, click on the link for the Twitter, and I will catch you over there. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.